let's get ready and tackle the next two portions of our home page, our call to action as well as our 3 thumbnail areas. To do that, let's write a bit more code. So we've already started off our row. Let's denote that by commenting in that we're going to end that row. Looks good. And we'll open up that div. Okay, now we can get to work. So let's write in our call to action. I'm going to start off another div. You could also maybe use an aside or another element that you find more appropriate here. We're going to give that a class of column medium 8. So that's going to stretch about 3/4 of our area. But also we're going to augment that by offsetting it by 2, since we want to kind of center that area within our site. So we're going to add a col md offset by 2. And then to style it, just in case we do need to, we'll actually denote an additional CSS class to this area. I'm going to call it welcome, since it's sort of a welcome message. Okay, close that up. And we will end with welcome. Next thing, let's just add our markup that finishes out our call to action. Let's put an H1 right there. Welcome to our website. Looks like we have a capital T there. And then we'll end with a paragraph. Then we'll just copy and paste some lorem text to fill this out. That should be good. Now let's check it in the browser. Go full screen. Refresh. All right, and it looks like we have our navigation, our slider, and our call to action. Again, we're going to style this in just a moment. Let's put in our thumbnail areas, and this is another Bootstrap component, but let's set in the grid items for right now. So I'm going to start up a brand new row. Think of this, kind of like Legos or something. Anytime you build blocks, that's a good way to think about Bootstrap rows. We'll have a div with a class of row. There we go. So we know that we are free and clear to have 12 additional columns within this row. We'll end that out. And we need a 4-column grid. So we'll open up a div, the class of column small 4 or column medium 4. That should be good. Then we'll end that div. And we'll call it our 3rd. That looks good. Now let's go grab our Bootstrap thumbnail component, and then we can paste that right on in here. We'll go out to Chrome and head over to Components. Thumbnails. That's looking just about how we'd like it, but that's even closer. So let's get this markup right here. Grab the div with the class of thumbnail. That's what we need. We will copy that, paste that right in to our markup. I'll add an annotation real quick. Perfect, so we know where that ends within our HTML. And then we will just take this, including the 4th, or the 3rd, and paste that in 2 more times. And so, if we head back over to our site, refresh, we can see that we have the makings of a 3-column markup. So that's looking really, really good. All right, let's make sure that our images are in place. So I have our images with a source of image feature, and then I have a number denoting the image where it exactly is. And we will paste this in. Paste it in one more time. The only thing we need to correct here is we're no longer needing to pull a data src or a data source. So we can just pull the src attribute with these images. There we go. Now let's hover over this, and sure enough, it does detect it. So I think we're good to go. Let's refresh, and there's our images. That's perfect. Let's make sure and give them the right numbering. We'll have 2 and then 3. Perfect. And let's take these and paste in our headings and paragraph text. Two more times. We'll go there and get our additional text. Paste that in. And then we will get last time our text, and we will paste that in. All right, and refresh. Looks like we about got it. Let's see, we missed the middle button. We can go and switch those places. So we have a button primary there. It needs to be a button default. We'll make sure that is primary. All right, let's paste that. Refresh one more time, and there we go. So we're on our way to marking up our site. The next thing we're going to take care of is our footer, and then we're going to begin styling our Bootstrap-powered website.